Dirt roads to rock crawling, two-buck chuck to screaming eagle, moonshine to 50-year-old single malt. We talk about it all here on Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey with your hosts, Jason and Chris.
Welcome to the Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey podcast, episode 334 in 2026, sponsored by Ruby Tracks in the Ruby Tracks studio. Chris, how the hell are you?
I'm doing really well, and I'm blown away that it's 2026.
Right? You didn't think you were going to make it this long.
Oh, shit. I wonder every time a new year happens why I'm still alive. So.
Okay. Well, here we are, 2026, and the computers were supposed to blow up in 2020. So, and we're
2000
still making this happen.
Wasn't it
or
19...
2000. You're right.
Because
we partied like it was 1999. Thank you, Prince, for making that happen. But yeah, here we are, 26 years later, going, holy crap.
That's amazing. I mean, we're just continue marching on, and I mean, I feel every bit of the age I am right now. So
great.
But I mean, it's just today, my wife and I, joined forces and took down the rest of the Christmas lights.
Outside, okay.
Yeah, the exterior Christmas lights. I'm not allowed to climb ladders anymore.
Okay,
because of my balance issues. So. She had to go up the ladder to get the lights off.
That's a great, so were you like drinking your bourbon, directing your wife up the ladder? Is that how that worked out?
Yeah, no, not quite. I was drinking a Coors Light, but yeah. So, but I was holding the ladder, I'm safe, firmly. Trying to be safe. All but right. Yeah, this is the latest it's ever, the Christmas lights have ever, they weren't running. I mean, they weren't turning on at night, but they were still up there, and it bothered me. I was like, we need to, clean up the outside of the house and get this place reset for the new year. And
right.
Valentine's Day is right around the corner. So.
I hear you. So I just came back from Utah, but before I left, and it was like 3 days after the new year, I'm like, okay, I gotta get the lights down. And it was interesting when I first moved here to Nevada, people were putting up their lights like early November.
Mm-hmm.
And we get these nice quote unquote warm days that are like 50 degrees. And I'm like, oh my God, people are putting up their lights early. Now they wouldn't necessarily plug them in. Some did, not all. And I'm like, what the hell? And they go, you got to take advantage of the good warm days to put up your lights. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. And then
like people that know.
Yeah. Then you get into January here in the high desert. We're 5,000, just under 5,000 foot level elevation. And we had a beautiful day, like January 3rd, whatever it was. And I'm like, oh my God, we're fucking taking down the outside lights, all the outside lights. So made it happen. And I put up quite a few lights this year. But the inside of my house, I just came back from Utah, and it's full Christmas inside right now. But I figured I can deal with that inside, right? Like I got a climate controlled house where we're good. I can, put on the Christmas music and take down the Christmas lights and tree and stuff inside. So anyways, yeah, that somehow that's going to happen between now and the end of January for hammers. All kinds of stuff going on right now. So let's talk about Christmas, Chris. How was your Christmas?
It was good, pretty low key. My children all attended the morning event. All
3 of your children.
Yeah, all 3 of my children came. We came over to the house. Actually, I believe 2 of them. Well, I think all 3 of them spent the night.
Wow.
Because Kevin lives in Berkeley, Oakland, just on the edge of Berkeley, and Craig lives in the middle of BFE down south of Livermore.
Right. Yeah, he's way out in the sticks.
Yeah, pretty much. And then obviously my daughter lives here, so we had the traditional dinner on Christmas Eve with which is what? pizza. We had Papa Murphy's pizza, and my wife makes this bondigas or meatball soup.
Meatball soup.
It's like almost like a wedding soup, an Italian wedding soup, but not quite. It's got the brick cheese and the what's the endive and the
I love a bondigas soup.
Yeah, it's great. So that's our tradition, and we do that, and of course watch Christmas Story with little Ralphie there.
I haven't seen that.
So, and then everybody eventually goes to bed, and we wake up in the morning and have the traditional sticky buns, and my wife makes cinnamon rolls, and
nice.
we had this egg bake thing that was super good. She made it it's pretty quick to make, that puts it into the cupcake holders and bakes it in the oven with egg and onion and green bell pepper and sausage and cheese. It's super good. So
nice.
And then obviously we open presents and celebrate Christmas and the birth of Christ and all that fun stuff, and nice. Then we make dinner, which this year was beautiful grilled thick ribeye steaks.
What?
And my wife splurged and bought the prime ones.
Oh, nice.
Oh my God, they were good. It was just a little salt and pepper, just like, why would why would you ruin perfect meat like that?
SPG, salt, pepper, garlic, if you want, or just salt and pepper.
No, it's just salt and pepper, but super good. A little bit of butter when they come off, and let them rest, and then so good, eating so good.
Yeah,
and so that was our Christmas. It was pretty chill. How about you?
It was not chill. It was I don't want to say complicated, but complex. Maybe let's use the word complex this year. So our traditional Christmas, since my dad passed 6 years ago, is my mom and I, Christmas, I used to live right around the corner from her, and we would come over Christmas morning and, open gifts and stuff. Well, things have changed. It's been interesting to see the evolution, right? Like, you think back of your childhood when you had, you didn't know better, and like Christmas was like, you
magic.
Couldn't wait for Christmas to happen, right? And we have these fond memories of going over to my grandparents, and Christmas Eve was a big night. I mean, we had raviolis, garlic bread, salad, this great Italian salad, and it was super simple dinner looking back on it, but we all loved it and looked forward to it. And then we all exchanged gifts that night. And Christmas Day was just with our families. And, we would get together, but all the major gift exchange happened on Christmas Eve. And then as people passed and things evolve and people move away, including myself, and it's just different now. And so anyways, this Christmas was cool. Weather that we always wanted in Tahoe happened on Christmas. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and it was like, oh shit. So, my girlfriend and I, her family is in the West Shore of Tahoe, and she goes, I want to spend Christmas Eve with my family. And I go, cool. I said, I'm traditionally in Aptos, Santa Cruz area for Christmas Eve and Christmas, but I go, let's spend Christmas Eve with your family and Christmas with my family. Well, as we're watching the weather and we're like, holy shit, can we get off the mountain? Long story short, had a great Swiss, raclette. Anybody that's out there that has had raclette, have you ever had raclette? So it's melted cheese. You're looking at me very funny like a dog. You're turning your head and everything.
Melted cheese. Yeah, I melt cheese all the time on my cheeseburger.
Lorenzo has had raclette. raclette. He's a world traveler. So raclette is
on my credit card, I might add,
a special cheese, and you melt it, and you just scrape it off and put it on your plate. On meat. Cured meat, like your salamis and prosciuttos and stuff. Yeah, great stuff. You're just but we got to do a super traditional Swiss raclette. So the cheese is good. It's a little stinky, but not bad. Not bad. Not crazy. And then potatoes, potatoes in a bag. I mean, it's a cool. I experienced it many years ago as an après-ski deal, and it's fun. You melt cheese, and who doesn't like cheese on meat? That's basically what it is.
Is it just melted soft, or is it melted crispy? Because I've done that.
No, melted softer, where you can it's not like you could pour on squeeze cheese, but it'll it's super melty, and then you grill your meat on top. So they had meat. You got to have your gherkins, your little tiny pickles. Gherkins are so good in that cheese. Different vegetables and stuff. It's almost like a fondue.
Yeah, it's kind of
upscale. It's an upscale fondue, is what it is.
So it's fondue.
Fondue. Anyways,
my pinky's up.
We did that, and we're watching the weather, and there was a gap in the storm. I said, okay, we can do Christmas Eve with your family, and we got this window to go down Highway 80 back down to the Bay Area, as much as I didn't want to go back down there, but I did want to see my family. And I'm like, the snowstorm is in a lull. Roads are going to be screwed, but let's go. And we left Christmas Eve night at 8:30 and went down Highway 80. And I am a lesbian now because she has a Subaru, and that fucking Subaru is like a little go-kart in the snow. I was so impressed with that stupid thing, driving it down the hill.
Does she have Blizzaks on it or something?
Exactly. It handled like it was on rails, and we are going through an inch and a half of snow on the road. James isn't plowing Highway 80 anymore, so it's road conditions weren't great, but we were in a conga line, like Eddie would say. Eddie, there was 6 of us, and we just headed down the road at of course 25 miles an hour, but we were doing 35 down Highway 80, no problem. Got into Auburn and just shot on down the hills. So super cool.
How low was the snow?
It was pretty low that night. I was surprised, and I mean they had plowed the roads, but up top it was
Colfax or
yeah, just before Colfax on our side, right, the upper mountainside. But anyways, and then it was just raining and nasty all the way down. Stayed at my buddy's house in Sacramento, Fair Oaks that night, Tom, and then headed in the next morning, Christmas morning, to Aptos. But it was just a lot of driving in crazy weather. I will tell you, driving from Incline Village to West Shore that Christmas Eve night was the spiciest off-road, on-road driving that I've done. The roads were screwed, and it was just gnarly, and people were spinning out, and yeah, it was wild.
I saw footage of that. What's that road that connects Truckee to, was it Incline or whatever? Was it by North Star?
267.
Yeah, that road was a shit show for a while.
It was over Brockway Summit. It gets high and all spun out. Anyways, it was cool. So got into Aptos, Santa Cruz area, and we had a blast and spent the next day there, Christmas Day, and then got out of there and headed back up to God's country here in, northern Nevada, Tahoe area. And it all worked out. It was a lot of driving, but she got to do her family thing. I got to do my family thing, and it was super cool. So
good.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Good. A lot of driving, a lot of fun.
A lot of driving, a lot of fun.
Snow wheeling.
Crazy weather. I was snow wheeling in a Subaru, so yeah, it was pretty funny. And then we had some fun on our podcast group talking about that. So,
yeah.
Anyways, let's move on. Christmas happened. It was great. New Year's. Awesome. Anything crazy New Year's on your end?
Nope, I actually missed it. I slept through the whole thing. I mean, it was pouring rain, so there was no fireworks that you could hear. So my dog was calm and cool and collected. But the fireworks happened the next night when the weather was a little better. I slept. I think I was in bed by 10. So.
I think we had Brian and Carol up here, Dittmer, and we had a good New Year's up here. We went on a great side-by-side ride to Virginia City. Had a blast for New Year's. Yeah, we got to meet some cool locals up there again, and it's just so cool being close to there, the mining history and just the history alone of that town is so cool. And being able to drive right out of the, behind my house to there is just, I'm very grateful. It's super cool. Yeah, I got to share a story here from one of our listeners, Scott from Oregon, sent me a message, and he sent this picture of whiskey that has, so it has Takai, Hibiki, Old Elk, Woodford Double Oak, and a Maker's Mark. Okay, so this is what he wrote. He sent this to me like on Christmas Day. I think it was Christmas Day I have here. This is because of you guys. Decided I really liked whiskey about the time I started listening to you. Caused me to start collecting. So sorry, Scott. All my children are now adults. So last year on Christmas, so this was a year ago. So this was 2024 Christmas Day. I did a blind tasting of whiskey following your lead, and the kids, and their significant others had so much fun. They declared it a new family tradition.
Nice.
So here we go with year number 2. So that was their lineup for this year's 2025 Christmas. How fucking cool is that?
That is wicked.
We're
cool,
just having a podcast and doing stupid shit, and this guy Scott from Oregon decides, hey, I think we'll do something like that with our families. So, I love blind tastings, wine, whiskey, whatever, because it, as I've mentioned, it just, you're not influenced by anything.
You're not influenced by a fancy bottle or a price tag or whatever.
Or anything, right? And so that's super cool. So Scott from Oregon, thank you so much for listening to the podcast, first of all. Second of all, sorry, not sorry.
Ruining people every day.
We give till it hurts, Chris.
That's
we
right.
give till it hurts. How cool is that? That's a great story. So I wanted to share that.
That's a great idea. If you don't have a family tradition, this is a good one to have.
This is a good one to start. Have some blind whiskey tasting and share. Unless you have an alcoholic family, probably not.
Right.
Hey, there you go.
And I don't recommend using, unidentified bottles of clear liquid in it sitting by the campfire at KOH.
So one of the traditions that my cousin's husband and I have, Aaron, it's so much fun because we have my great uncle or uncles. He's passed away, but he had these cool duck glasses, low ball whiskey glasses, and we have whiskey out of those every Christmas, and it's just kind of a fun tradition that we do. So, anyways, cool stuff. It's always fun to hear about everybody's traditions and what they do, and
whether they're long lasting or just brand new.
Yeah, exactly. How about that? And we influenced Scott to have something here.
So. He's making bad financial decisions now.
Exactly. I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Oh, all right. Boy.
You got anything else on your end, or as far as business?
No, we've got no reviews. It's been very calm and
quiet
and
over the holiday.
Pretty quiet,
season,
yeah. Right? I mean, I hope everybody enjoyed the reruns of the classic episodes of how to attend KOH like a seasoned pro. They back 1 week was the original OG, and then the following week was the new and improved version, I guess we'll call it.
Yeah, updated. The updates.
Yeah.
So I did get some IG comments from people saying thanks for rerunning that right before KOH, which is, oh my gosh, right around the corner, Johnson Valley, KOH 2026, 20th anniversary.
20th anniversary. You
Can't believe it. Can't believe it. But we got stuff to talk about before then.
Oh, yeah.
So, what do you got on your list? I've got a bunch of stuff here. We haven't really, we're catching up from the holidays, and we're firing on 7.5 cylinders here from from the 2026. Here we go, getting things going.
Yeah,
super excited. As everybody knows, the loyal followers of our 6 years on the air know that KOH is our favorite time of the year.
Absolutely.
Okay. The whiskey's all hands on deck right now, Chris. I'm sorry.
That's all right. No, don't be sorry.
I had an early
happy.
Drink before this podcast. Getting ready for it.
I'm drinking wine. So. Anyway, as when this episode drops, it'll be 9 days to the opening of the gates.
Stop it.
Oh yeah, 9 days. Are you kidding me? The gates officially open, I believe, on January 22nd. And so 9 days from the time your ear holes are listening to this episode. So hopefully you're putting together your shopping list. You're putting your lug nuts, tightening up your lug nuts and all the other bolts on your shit.
Tightening up your lug nuts.
And hooking up your trailer, loading your shit, and you
got to grease your balls.
That's right.
Tighten your lug nuts. What's our other tip here on Wheeling Wine Whiskey?
Don't forget to bring your whiskey.
Yeah, don't forget whiskey. That's a good one. Okay.
So last week the annual pre-KOH webcast, webinar, whatever you want to call it, with Dave Cole and Miles Hasselquist dropped. It was live on YouTube.
Yeah, the KOH live.
The KOH live from the lakebed, I guess, is where they played it.
I have not
from this
seen
year.
any of it.
Oh.
As I mentioned, I was out of the region, and
YouTube works in Utah too.
Yeah, apparently it doesn't. So that's another story. But I couldn't watch it.
No worries. I watched about the first part of it, the first 40 minutes or so. Dave Cole it was just Miles, and I'm not sure who the guy that was sitting next to him at the very beginning. I don't think it was Tom Ways, but Miles was talking about the preliminary stuff, and then Dave came on and he talked about no fireworks, and they talked about having flags on your rigs and making sure you're being safe.
Yeah, and I get it, and I believe in the flags on the rigs 100% out there, or anywhere for that matter, but how are they going to stop the no fireworks? Seriously.
No, I know. Well, it's going to be, I mean, I think it's a liability. Well, him making the announcement that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Covering his ass, just making a public announcement of it. It's going to be on there'll be signs of it. And I guess rumors are flying around that there's going to be a lot more enforcement from police and sheriff and whatnot.
Sure.
So,
and that's, but some of the best fireworks shows I've seen in my life, my 53 years on this earth, have been at KOH.
No doubt.
Saying.
No doubt. And there were people talking on the IG or Facebook. I'm not sure which one. I think it was Facebook. We're talking about, they should just put on an official fireworks show, one big show for, on the last night or whatever.
Yeah, something.
Just because people want it. But again, you're not going to stop it. It's just, no, it's you're going to have the people shooting the mortars off. You're going to have the big kabooms that shake your campers in the middle of the night or 2 a.m. or whatever. And that's part of the mystique or whatever you want to call it of KOH is the mayhem that goes on. It's the Wild West, man.
Well, and it's interesting, Dave being a promoter of an event, right? And then all these people come out for the event, and there's other events that evolve out of this event that is out of Dave's control.
Right.
Chocolate Thunder at night, backdoor, all these different things. Ultra going 3. On Ultra 3, whatever it is. And Ultra 3 is cool. But it's just, you get that many people, 80,000 plus people together. Shit's going to happen on the side when the events are done for the official event. So that's an interesting road to navigate. And I get where they're coming from. The main point of all this that has been, media that's been projected this year is like, dude, police yourself, police your garbage. Yeah. Don't be stupid. Protect this event. It's been going on for 20 fucking years. We want it to go another 20, 40, 60 years, be beyond my lifetime. But I just, don't fuck it up for other people is the bottom line. Don't fuck it up.
I mean, like you see, the whole pack it in, pack it out thing. I mean, the Dolly and Eric are already down there. The Amber's mom and dad. They've been going on garbage pickup trips, all over the place, and it's just. I mean, the place is already littered and crappy before even all the crowds show up. So, the nightly shenanigans that happen at like Chocolate Thunder, that people just drink their beers and throw the cans or bottles on the ground and walk away. That shit really needs to stop. And I don't know how to do it. I really don't, but, it's like you just said, it's going to ruin it for everybody else. So,
I have not, I will this week watch the KOH live there to get caught up. But, I just, every year, just be a good human and be responsible for yourself and don't expect other people to pick up after you out in the desert that has 0 facilities, even though they build a major city out there. So, and again, we're preaching to the choir here. Our listeners are good. We have very few Toyota listeners, so that's good. Anyways,
right.
Just
well, let's talk about the schedule because we have the posted schedule
up there.
I do. So as I said, the gates open officially on January 22nd, which is 9 days from today. Wow. And hopefully everybody's get their shit packed. But things get pretty exciting real fast. So it's like 3 weekends of excitement, right? I mean, 3 weekends of racing that go on. I mean, back in the OG days, the early days, there was just the Ultra 4, EMC race, and then of course the Race of Kings or the 4400 big dog race. But obviously it's expanded a lot since then. So, at this point in time, the gates open on the 22nd. And on the 23rd, you have the registration. Let's see here. What do they got? Oh, King of Motos. So the first weekend is King of the Motos, which is the motorcycle
King
stuff.
of the Motos, and that's cool. That's insane race.
Yeah, I mean, the first year I ever went, they were it's like all overlapping. They had everything happening in 1 week. So, but to watch the King of the Motos starts, like they had. One of the races they started in just like, I don't know, this gangsta style start. Everybody was in a line and they were going to go up the hill just between Hammertown and Backdoor. And I was there with Andy Carnitas and a couple of other buddies, Tom and Eddie. And well, it's like all of a sudden they drop the flag and all these motorcycles take off straight up this hill in a big line. Right? And I'm like, it's like a fight to find the easiest way up before they can, start the desert part of the race. So I know. It was pretty crazy stuff. But obviously it's evolved, and it's a thing of stamina and endurance. These guys that go through the rock trails and across the desert on a motorcycle on two wheels, it's a whole nother animal, man. But not my gig, not my thing. But there's a huge group of people that are big followers of it. So much so that they have special registration just for people that want to see motos, then they leave.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So that's on Friday the 23rd. They have the compulsory King of the Motos riders meeting. So that's kind of, if you're a spectator, it doesn't much matter for this stuff. This is behind the scenes stuff. But Saturday, you have the King of the Grand Prix heat racing from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then at 8 a.m., the King of the Motos riders meeting and start line remote location. And then let's see, 8:30. Then so 9 a.m. on Saturday, the King of the Motos start race 1 lap checkpoints and so forth. And what else goes on here?
Oh yeah, so motos that whole weekend,
right?
And if you have not seen, you got to be there for the start. If you're there in person, it is insane.
Yeah, it's pretty nutty. So that's the first weekend, and then after they do have a second race on Sunday. King of the Motos start race number 2, and then they have the awards, and then everybody packs up and goes home. Yeah. So the Motos is over. First weekend is all motorcycles.
Right.
And then what do we got here? The 26th. That's okay. So that's that, and then then it starts to repeat. It lulls a little bit, and then you have the trophy trucks team start to roll in.
Trophy trucks come in, which is just insane, and the choppers start flying in the air.
The helicopters, the $1 million trucks, and their big fancy teams with their professional everything, So
yeah,
they take over Hammertown and they do their thing, and so competitor move in. So let's see here. It's just the 22nd, 29th, 30th. Yeah, the Desert Challenge is the second weekend. And then, so I'm kind of...
Where you at? What's happening here, Chris? We got Desert. So Moto's the first weekend, Desert the second, and then we got qualifying during that week of the first week of February.
That's right.
Where we got all the qualifying happening. And the qualifying's actually a lot of fun.
Oh, it's crazy, and the fact that it's back in Hammertown, is good. I mean, they did it 1 year over there at Chocolate Thunder.
Yeah, Chocolate Thunder area.
It was a mixed blessing. I mean, it kept people out of town, but it was also pretty horrible for the vendors because nobody was in town. So
yeah, but it made for some spectacular videos. That terrain over there is pretty western. So that was no doubt. Fun. Watching some rollovers and recoveries and all that. I mean, that first week of February, if you're new to this Hammer scene, first of all, where you been? And right. Second of all, you need to be there that whole week, first week of February. It ramps up, and it is so cool to watch, everything just grow on the lakebed prior to that, and then all these qualifyings happening and the excitement build, and then the races start Thursday.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, because you have on Saturday the 31st, you got the trophy trucks on Saturday, and I think Sunday is the unlimited race again. On Sunday, the February 1st, is still trophy trucks. They do their thing, and then they wrap up. And then the following week, they all leave. And then the next week, which is hopefully everybody's there now, because this is the Ultra 4 stuff that we all love. And they start with, like Jason just mentioned, they have the the qualifying that goes on and early in the week because there's 3 different major classes. You have the UTVs, and then of course you got the regular cars, the EMC, and then of course the Race of Kings, and there's qualifying, the staggered qualifying. So
the qualifying's early in the week,
right? Monday is UTV championship qualifying, and then of course they have races going on at the same time. Well, actually later in the day. You have the kids, KOH kids, the 170s.
The 170 class is always fun to watch.
It's super fun to watch. Absolutely. Those kids, they don't know the meaning of lift.
They got no house payments. So why not?
Right, exactly. And then, of course, they got the power hours. So we don't want to forget about the power hours. So every afternoon during qualifying, the early part of the week, they have the regular qualifying and then the big names. They hold back the big names for later in the day. When people are back, hopefully either in attendance or they're in Hammertown, they can watch it, and the excitement just builds from that. So power hour is super cool. And that starts at 3 p.m. on Monday for the UTVs.
Yep.
And then Tuesday, golf carts. That's right. Tuesday is February 3rd is
challenge
EMC qualifying. That's right.
Yep.
And then, of course, the power hour for that is from 3 to 4, almost 5 p.m. in the afternoon. And then after all that's done, then you have the kids, KOH Kids 170 race on the short course. So
yep.
Always fun to watch that. And then February 4th, Wednesday, is the big dog qualifying for the 4,400 class.
Race of the Kings and Power Hour. So much fun.
Yep, exactly. And then, some of the behind the scenes stuff, you have UTV, Hammers, Championship Tech, and Contingency.
Interesting. Power hours between 3 and 4. I always thought it was like an hour later, 4 to 5. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Everything's fluid. Everything's fluid.
Okay. All right. Going on Thursday.
Then Thursday, that's right. The big race. The UTV race. The
big golf cart race.
And these things scoot, man. They're not toy cars. These things go.
It won last year.
They won the big dog race last year. That's right.
Yeah.
So Thursday is the first day of official Ultra 4 racing, and that's the UTVs. And they start at the race starts. 8 a.m. So first car leaves the starting line at 8 a.m. It's 2 laps, one desert and one desert and rocks. And the race has a timeout of everybody should be done by 6 p.m. If you're not back across the finish line by 6, you are done.
Golf course is closed.
What do we got here? Electric Games, Ultra 1 race, Chocolate Thunder.
Keep going. Friday.
All right. Friday is of course the EMC, the 4,800 class. 4,800 class. We have friends of the podcast that are racing in all these races, and of course we have Amber who's going to be racing in that, and Randy and several other people we know. So
Randy in his brand new car, Amber in her car. It's cool. I love it.
So 3 classes go off on Friday. You have the 4,800, the 4,600, and the 4,500. So those are the Pro Mod, the stock. And of course the legacy, the legend cars. So that's Friday.
Can we have a moment of silence right now?
Sure. For what?
For Justin Hall not racing in his brand new car in the every challenge here.
Justin's fine. Everything's fine. We don't need.
I know, but I get it. It's financial, right? It's just I just wanted to reiterate, as everybody knows that listens to this podcast, it's like stupid expensive. He poured his heart and soul into this brand new Liberty mountain car, made it his own, super cool, did fucking awesome at the, Vegas to Reno race, won his class, but
as Arturo said, you put your credit card or ATM card up on the dash.
You put your credit card on the dash, and it just sucks that you got this car that's not going to race this year. But anyway, shout out to
Justin Hall
there. There you go. But we got all our other buddies racing, and looking forward to seeing them.
Absolutely,
Justin Wicks, Eric Wicks, all this stuff coming up in 4,400 on Saturday.
And of course, we got the Co-Dogs, and we'll have Kevin Jones and Aaron Smith, and Chris Ray. I mean, Chris Ray is going to be right seating for like 18 different drivers this year.
I think so. Yeah, he's doing. He
cloned himself. He's got multiple
He's racing
copies.
as we speak. He's sitting in a race seat as we speak, prepping this event.
He's sitting in the right seat making engine sounds.
Love you, Chris. All right.
All right. So then, of course, that leads up to Saturday. Saturday, yes. February 2nd. I'm sorry, 7th. I need my glasses to be upgraded. That is the big dog race, the Race of Kings, the 4,400 class. So the thing that's just all these are unlimited class. This is the cars. It's whatever you can imagine, whatever you can build, whatever you can afford. Send it. So, we have everything from cars with 4-wheel steer with some of the cars have like 48 inch tall tires.
What?
Crazy.
Oh, you're talking about Hell's Bells.
Yeah. Hell's Bells. You got cars with, 1,000 horsepower plus. You've got cars with
1,200 horsepower.
Sky's the limit, man. Whatever if you can think it up and you can pay for it and afford it, you can send it. So, but the Race of Kings is on Saturday the 7th. Staging starts at 8, and it's 3 laps, 1 desert.
I'll be at the start line.
Just like normal. 1 desert, 2 laps, desert and rocks, and it's supposed to be 250 something miles or so.
Yeah, I did see that on the Instagrams. I'm getting caught up with KOH, but yeah, it's always a big race, and so this whole thing of some people can qualify during the desert race, and then you can go out on lap 3 if you're the top. How many was it?
You're talking the 4,800 cars?
Yeah, but what was the deal that Dave said? I've heard rumors because I haven't watched the live feed.
I don't think we should speak to it because we're not clear on it.
Yeah, we're not clear on it, but there's something about you can go race the 3rd lap and
starting after 5 p.m.
After 5 p.m. and I don't think that's a good idea. It doesn't sound like a good idea to me.
Muddy the waters,
but what do I know? I'm just a stupid podcaster. So.
That's right. You're a stupid podcaster.
I am a stupid podcaster.
Hey, we were remiss. We're remiss in the schedule. It's not a KO. Well, I guess it is kind of an official KOH event nowadays.
Tuesday night.
Yeah. Thursday night.
Oh, what are you talking about? Go.
Ultra 3.
Ultra 3 is Tuesday night.
Oh, is it on Tuesday night?
Yeah. But you show up on Thursday and you could go ahead and race Ultra 3 by yourself.
Well, that's fine. It'll be going on.
It's Tuesday night before the Hammers.
Okay.
It's a tradition. It's right across the street from Hammertown Heights Estates where we stay.
God, I thought it was later in the week for some reason.
No, have another sip of your Goldschlager wine, whatever you're drinking there.
Merlot wine.
Merlot. If somebody serves me Merlot, I'm out of here. Anyways, Tuesday night, Ultra 3 is going to be freaking awesome. We got so much, as people know, our loyal followers of this podcast, there's a lot of KOH coverage coming up. And we're excited about it. I can't believe we're already here talking about this. And but yes, don't you worry. We got some cool stuff coming up.
I'm not ready.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get ready. You're gonna have to put on your big boy pants.
I gotta load the camper.
Chris.
I got to work on the camper a little bit. I got to pack. Oh my God, I got so much to do.
Oh, no, don't even start with me because there's a lot happening in my world. I'm already heading down to Johnson Valley in a couple of days. So, for another event, but I am excited to get down there. As much as I love being here and skiing and stuff, but the desert has its appeal, and, looking forward to seeing Dolly and Eric at Hammertown Heights Estates that they secured.
Yeah, the mailbox is up. The welcome mat is out. It's gonna be It's going to be a good, a little bit different scene down there at Upper Hammertown Heights Estates this year. It's going to be a little different crowd, but I'm looking forward to it.
Different life happens.
It's always evolving.
We have all different deals, but it's still going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. So how many minutes are we in here, Chris?
45.
45. Okay, so I just got back from Utah, and I'm going to share a little story real quick.
Okay.
Which is apropos for this Hammertown Heights Estates talk. The boys, Cole and Sky Johnson from SXOR BC Customs, their dad, I should say, Brandon, built my car back in 2003, my, mid-engine buggy. Mm-hmm. And I actually got to go see their operation here a few days ago, going on a ski trip to Utah. What's the best time to leave Tahoe to visit Utah is when Tahoe gets a bunch of snow. You go to Utah that hasn't had any snow, and then they finally get some snow. But anyways, that's weather.
You're doing it wrong.
I am doing it wrong. But, you book these trips out, and you go, oh, there'll be plenty of snow in January. Yeah. But it did deliver while we were there, which the timing was actually really good. But got to visit Cole and Sky at their shop and witness their operation firsthand, which is always cool to see. Very organized. They have that BC Customs military operation,
right?
That we learned about last year at Hammers with our probably longest podcast ever with their dad Brandon. Cole and Sky. I think you got up 3 times to go to the bathroom during that podcast, Chris.
It was, there was a lot going on.
It was a long podcast. But they camp right across from us where we camp at Johnson Valley, and it's so much fun. But it's been great developing a relationship with them, and then getting to see their operation firsthand was insane. So it was cool. That started our trip out there to Utah, and I don't know. There's so much to talk about, but the brief synopsis is highly organized. Cole and Sky are super passionate about the sport. Obviously, we knew about off-roading, but the military aspect of this whole thing and providing, creating and providing these vehicles to the military to get injured personnel off the battlefield safe is pretty freaking cool. And looking at the evolution of that, they actually had their first military vehicle was modeled after my buggy. And it was cool to see that. And it was like, okay. And then they go to the 6x6, and they're getting into, hybrids and fully electric vehicles. And, these things get dropped out of fucking aircraft.
Yeah, with parachutes or just have them slide on the runway.
Yeah,
right?
It's just cool shit that what can fit in the aircraft and drop out of the aircraft. And anyways, it was super cool to witness in person. They post a lot of stuff on their pages. You go to SXOR Racing and see that. But anyways, we'll follow up with them again. But super appreciative to have that relationship. Getting this buggy, unknown to me what the history was behind this buggy, and then wheeling it all these years and getting to see the, where it all started in, Utah, just outside of Salt Lake City, was pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
And fun. So, went out to dinner with them that night and had a great time. And looking forward to seeing them in a few weeks on the desert floor.
Yeah, nice. How many square feet are their shops? Is it just one giant big shop or multiple buildings?
Well, so I don't know the square footage. It's pretty damn big. Not crazy big like you would think to build these vehicles, but gosh,
like 20,000.
I'm thinking like a little bit smaller than your typical Costco. A little bit smaller, not much, but a little bit. So, what's a normal Costco? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, mine is probably the one here in Livermore is probably 25,000 square feet, maybe bigger.
So I would say it's somewhere around there. And then they have a new building next door that they just built. That's a little bit smaller, but I drove past it. I was like, a crazy rainstorm going on. And I drove past and I go, wait a minute, that had to be it. And I turned around and yeah, that was it. Way more, there's a lot of details and stuff, but it is very well laid out, very organized. I mean, it's just crazy. You're walking down the assembly line and there's, 20 plus atlases, transfer case sitting there. Spider Tracks axles, Spider Tracks parts, Warren winches. I mean, the best of the industry is in their shop building these, military vehicles.
Wow.
And it just underscores how cool, the influences of the off-roading and how great these products are.
I'm just waiting to see them show up on the military surplus website.
Yeah, right? Exactly. So, anyways, yeah.
Cool.
I could go on and on, but super grateful for the relationship we have with them. And it was awesome just to see them building, these vehicles to help out our military and facilitate keeping our country free.
Freedom.
Yes, absolutely. Cheers.
Cool. Cheers. All right. Well, that kind of rounds out a very exciting, Christmas, New Year's, and quick trip to Utah. And now we're ramping up and getting our shit packed and organized for KOH. Just a short couple days away. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting down to the desert myself. I'm gonna, Jason and I'll be up at Upper Hammertown Heights. I'm gonna be arriving on the 31st is my plan, and spending the entire week through the following weekend on the lakebed. So hopefully people will drop by, say hi. The whiskey will be in camp and it'll be flowing, and you're always welcome to drop by and say hi.
Bring a bottle, share a bottle.
That's right.
So it was interesting last year. I probably brought 20.
You had a lot.
I would say about 20 bottles were in the whiskey hospitality suite there, trailer. And then people were bringing, bottles and just leaving them. And it was cool. I am not kidding. We had about 40 bottles of whiskey by the end of Hammer, town there. The week, and there wasn't much left. They got hammered pretty hard.
Well, I mean, I left a few days early because I needed to get out. Right. So I missed on. I of course watched the races from home on the big screen, and I had to go to work, and I was watching on my desktop machine at work. But I know that Ian coming in on Saturday. I know. Evening. I missed that. I really like hanging out with him. He's a good dude. So, obviously I think I rolled in last year. I don't know what night it was, but like the second night I was there, there was a huge party in our camp. Huge. There must've been, I don't think it was 100 people, but 50 people for sure. standing around, just conversations just flowing from one person to another and wandering in and out of the hospitality trailer and reloading my glass with more bourbon or whiskey. I mean, it was just a great night, and I ended up getting a little bit over the handlebars, but that's what you do at Hammers. I would say, a controlled environment to a certain degree where you can party and let your hair down and have a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. So good. That was one of the highlights last year is when Ian texted me. He goes, "Hey, you at camp?" And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Where you at?" And I go, "Our normal place." And I went down and met him and brought him back to camp. And we had a couple whiskeys. And he's like, "Okay, I got to go back on camera." And I'm like, "I thought you were done for the night." So it was super cool. And I love the relationships we have on the lake bed and seeing everybody and meeting new people and seeing all our old friends out there. Looking forward to it. KOH 2026, Chris. Here we go.
2 weeks.
It is on like Donkey Kong. Everybody prepping and grinding. And as you say, Chris, what do you say?
Banging and clanging.
Banging and clanging, getting ready for KOH 2026. So many more stories to follow. Some great interviews coming up, as we love to do, because we give till it hurts here.
That's right.
Wine and Whiskey podcast. Chris, you got anything else to wrap this one up?
The only thing I want to say is you can email me at chris@wheelingwinewhiskey.com or jason@wheelingwinewhiskey.com. Don't forget about the IG at Wheeling Wine and Whiskey. And we have been remiss in mentioning our supporters of the show through Irate 4x4. Austin does a great job supporting us and several other podcasts we're not going to mention right now. But, Irate 4x4.
Hopefully Austin's going to be at KOH. We're
What's
hoping
that?
for that.
Oh, yeah.
We're hoping he's going to be there.
So, yeah, absolutely. It'd be great to see him and hang out with him a little bit. But irate4x4.com, if you haven't been there, go check it out. And if you scroll down to watch, listen, and discuss, you'll see our podcast there. You click on that, you'll see our podcast. And you can see all of our past episodes. You can, on the right side of the screen, there's a direct link there so you can support us financially, which is not required, but certainly appreciated. And
definitely helps.
What's the other thing? Oh, our voicemail line works still. Yeah. So what's that number, Jason?
408-800-5169.
That's right. 408-800-5169. 408-800-5169. Hey, Gold Star. Remembered it. We do have a couple more voicemails to play, but we didn't get to them this podcast, but we'll do it next time. Absolutely.
Lorenzo is like easing into the new year here, but he is super excited about KOH 2026.
Oh, he's
20th
going?
Anniversary. Anything you want to say, Lorenzo? Nope. Oh, he's shy now. I don't know why. He's going through this transition right now. I don't know what's going on.
Is that like a winter coat and a summer coat?
I think so. Maybe. I don't know. He doesn't want to talk right now.
He's methed up.
He is all meffed up. No, he's not. No, he's been good. He hasn't been going down to the Carson Valley Inn or anything. He's been a good ass. Good dog.
Oh, good. Get that good ass.
He does like the fireplace though here in the winter when it's 10 degrees outside, which it is right now. It's
tell him not to get too close.
In northern Nevada.
He'll catch on fire, and it'll never be good to have a donkey running around on fire.
Stinky ass. All right. And with that,
we're out.